Hello, my friends, and welcome to another episode of the Chest of Obscurity. This time around, we are looking at handheld, and what can be more important than the one we all grew up with, the Game Boy. So, what I did during my free time of finding the most odd of the oddities of gaming around is when I did look for a few titles for the MSX emulator, I found something prior to that when I was looking up Game Boy games. Certain ones I couldn't remember that did show up in old game mags, but can't seem to remember so well. Then I came upon this game, thank you, phone, and a lot has been happening today, let me tell you. It's only been a Monday. And, well, we're going to look at a game that I currently did not too long ago on the MSX. And we are going to look at this right now, just on a different scale. So prepare to be amazed. This is Quarth for the Game Boy. Brought to us by Konami of 1990 versus the MSX version, which you've seen already, originally came out in 89. So, not much the same as the MSX or the Famicom version. Yes, there was a Famicom version of this game as well. So we can go random, or we can just go straight out normal. So you know this, you love this. It is what it is. As you can see, this version is a little bit better than the MSX version because it controls better. And it's a little bit slower than the MSX version. I'd rather just wait to show up on screen than just force it down. Because if you force it down on the screen, I mean, if you're really good at it, you can really force it down on the screen. But I prefer just to let the screen, scroll it. Now, as I mentioned in the MSX version, it is basically shooting Tetris. Whereas in Tetris, you control the blocks as they fall. This is reverse. You have to shoot them as they fall and form full form blocks. This is probably as far as I'm ever actually doing in this version of Quarth, actually. I'm actually surprised I'm doing this good. I do believe that's a card. I can never understand why the items that show up in in this game actually mean something. Like I said, there are plenty other Game Boy games that I have looked up. Some I remember owning as a teen. Yeah, my teen years were basically in handhelds. Because mainly what I played when I was a teenager was Tetris, Alleyway, The Amazing Spider-Man, and Dig Dug. I mean, pretty much this all the game is, really. You're just shooting down what's there in the corner. Like, you got 300... It started off with 500, but you have to shoot down to 0. Doing these episodes rather a bit early because I got a very busy schedule this week. So normally I would be doing my Let's Plays around normally around 10 o'clock at night or so. But since things have been stupidly busy as of late, well, I gotta adjust with time. Doctor appointments and all. Now, if we were playing the Famicom version, we would see some background. Just like the MSX version, you would see some background. As I said before, this version I like because it controls better. So it's kind of like this. Once you're actually done and you get a bonus, you know, it's just for extra points now. That's all you're doing it for. I said before, I haven't done enough Game Boy titles. Good explanation for that. Because I don't usually do Game Boy titles. There we go. It took me 11 minutes just to get through one stage. To get through stage 1-1. And now the qualifier is 750 now. I mean, this game does have an end, but as you can tell, I am not going through the entirety of this game just to get to the end. Now, we're pretty sure this is Vic Viper in his depressing stage. There's no control chip, or maybe that's a control chip, maybe it's a ID card. Who's to say? I mean, there have been many Konami games that I've never heard of, but only through other titles were they ever made. Like, there was one called Moai-kun. And you know the Moai heads from Easter Island. Yeah, there's a game based off that. And everybody knows about the Goonies. Everybody knows about Gradius, as well as Contra. Funny thing is, I think when Snatcher came out, that was the last time we ever saw the cast of YY World. And for those who have never heard of YY World, it is basically a Konami dream game, as it were. Where all the Konami characters coming from the Goonies, King Kong, yes, there was a King Kong game. They're basing it off, it was based off the second movie, King Kong Lives. And mind you, I've never seen King Kong Lives. Now, the funny thing about King Kong Lives was there was a game, but two different versions of it. One on the MSX and one on the Famicom. But the most interesting thing about it was the roles you played. Like, in the Famicom version, you played the role of King Kong. The MSX version, you played the role of the guy hunting Kong. Or rather, you're hunting for a Lady Kong. There was also Simon Belmont. Dylan Lance from Contra. They were dubbed Mad Dog and Scorpion. What I never understood was why couldn't they have added Solid Snake in there? He would have made a good fit. You know, perhaps Solid Snake was too cool to be hanging around with a cast of Konami. Oh, that was close. That was a good score, though. I mean, I never did understand that, though. It was just... It's just something that just never made sense. Like, okay, if Solid Snake is actually part of Konami, then he should have been in YY World. My question is, whatever happened to Konami Man and Konami Girl? That's my thing. Whatever happened to those two? I just said I was going to try out YY World. So many things I really start thinking while I'm recording or while I'm doing videos. Some of the things that I do think of come to mind are in other Konami games. Or what if Hudson Soft actually made a game like Konami, but I think the only thing that will work will be Dino Ricky and Adventure Island. I was looking through my my directory of games last night and found out I had a copy of Super Adventure Island 2. Why'd I do that? I figure I've tried it once, but never really got into it. Oh, got another one. Okay. I guess Hudson is now part of Konami now. I just remember that. But by themselves, you know, they have some good titles. Once you get to know and understand the game and how it works, you do get a feel for how it works. Like, oh, hey, this is what goes on here. Like, the whole trick of what I'm learning about this game is that you want to speed it up to where you can get just about everything, but you don't want to go too fast. But you want to be fast enough. Like, you want your fast shots. You want to be ahead of the game, as it were. You want to be as fast as humanly possible. But all I can say is, for what it was worth, yeah, this was a fun game. And just like with Quarth on the MSX, like I said, it controls and handles better than the one I played on the MSX. But Quarth, as I mentioned, Quarth, it's a fun little skill game. You don't have to really try. You know what? Try for yourself. You know, don't do it for high score, but just, you know, for a little challenge for yourself, a little stress test, as it were. But yeah, that's Quarth for the Game Boy. Stay tuned for more strange oddities on this channel. as well as great content from yours truly. And I'll see you next time with another episode of The Chest of Obscurity. Stay tuned. There's more after this. Thanks for watching.